Welcome back again, everyone, and today we're going to review AJ Fernandez's newest edition. He hasn't been sitting around on his hands since he had the San Latano and the great success from it. He's been busy. This is the Pinolero, and this is the Toro 6x52. Notice that at the very top he uses just a little bit of a pigtail, just a little bit. And there's your density. Cigar feels good, nice in the hand, weighty. I like the color, nice medium brown. Nothing spectacular, but it looks very well made. I like it. The band, if you look at it, is just a little bit weird. It's just all kinds of things going on there, and a little different. Now this cigar has a Nicaraguan sun-grown wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and the filler Cuban seed, Nicaraguan, and Fernandez family secret. It won't tell you, so it's a little bit of a secret. Pinolero is a colloquial term which means local. And with that, I think the next thing we need to do is to try it out. Okay, I'm going to choose to clip off just the tip of this pigtail. Good draw, very good. Okay. The initial blast, the first draw, when you light it, you got a really big blast of oaky leather, you know, just right up front, real boom. But now, let's see what it tastes like. Leathery cedar. With some sweetness. Vanilla mixed with the cedar. You can taste the difference, the two. Maybe instead of vanilla, it's a cream. I believe it's cream. And the pepper is about a 6 or a 7. So I'm gonna give it a minute. Just a minute to come into its own. And but that's the initial sort of flavor assessment, the first things you get. Be right back. Okay, not much further, maybe ½ inch in. Flavor assessment was pretty accurate on the front first part there previously, but all right, you've got a cedar with a little cream, a little sweetness, and a ton of leather. You initially taste the cedar combination with cream and a little sweetness just long enough to detect that's what it is, and then there comes the leather. Bam! It's a lot of leather. And the pepper is closely in there mixed too. So that's it. Now, finishes a cream, but it's a little on the faint side at this point. It's not very overly sweet, overly rich, but you can tell it's cream. It's just a little light, a little faint. There might be a touch of lingering pepper there, not a lot right now. Cigar's coming out medium bodied right now, may move up a little. So that's where we are. That's what it settles down at, the half-inch point. Well, I'm a little more than an inch in, maybe 1.25 inches. And the cigar is balanced out a lot. The leather has come down. You've now got additional flavors of nutmeg and cream. The cream really made a reappearance attached to the cedar, and it's a lot more in balance. The leather toning down makes it a lot better. There are coffee notes. The finish is now one pretty much of a nice straight cream and some sweetness. It's much livelier, noticeable, and there is that little bit of lingering pepper. So the cigar is really balanced out within the 1 1/4 inch point. So I'll be back next time we have another change. Okay, about 2 inches in, and the cedar and nutmeg is going along nicely. The leather has toned down. Now I'm getting some nutty-like flavors, almost like a pecan, and there is a touch of richness popping up with the cedar and nutmeg. There's a little richness, a little more than minimal. It's like 50% of what I would love, so it's a little richness popping up, so it's made a big difference. Finish is still a cream, but you have it really gets to solid cream the longer you go between draws, but initially you get some sort of a leathery, nutty flavors mixed in with the cream shortly after the draw, and you start experiencing the finish, and then it mellows out to a straight cream. So that's where we are, with about 4 inches to go. Here we are right at the band. Cedar is still prominent, very subtle nutmeg and cream now, just a little bit there to tone down any sharpness in the cedar. A little sweetness there, the richness is not there anymore. The leather is still quite prominent, and those nutty flavors, which I referred to as pecan before, and I'll stick with that, they seem to be still there mixed in with that leather. The finish is one pretty much of a straight cream, pretty much like it was previously, with the initial nutty leathery flavors, and they quickly go away and you have straight sweet cream and some lingering pepper. Cigar is still medium bodied. I can feel it trying to get a little stronger, but really in my opinion it hadn't quite hit medium to full. It's very close, and as you can see, the cigar couldn't burn much more evenly. So there we are at the band. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Here at the end, you're left with about like it was previously. Cedar, very light nutmeg, very light cream, if any at all now. A nuttiness of the pecan, leather, and your pepper with some coffee notes. Finish is pretty much unchanged. The cigar ended up, I would call it medium to full bodied, and I saw where someone on Facebook, when I said I was going to review this cigar, that they said it was a good cigar but inconsistent, and I would tend to agree with that. The periods of richness came and went. Here at the end there was a little more flash of richness, but not a lot. The cigar wavered a bit. Not a bad cigar, but just didn't quite click. I will say this, I've had numerous of these cigars. I've had numerous of the Churchill and the Toro. The Toro is by far the better of the two. I don't know about the Robusto or any of the others. The cigar was, it had AJ Fernandez qualities, but it didn't quite have near enough richness, and overall it was a little unbalanced at times. So I enjoyed the cigar, but it's not quite clicking with me. I'm giving it a score of 88, and there you have it, the AJ Fernandez Pinolero Toro, 88.